Right, the court is calling 2021 CR 10010, State of Texas versus Jason Reeves. Mr. Diller, if you'll take a seat. Cab parties announced for the record for the state,
Michelle Hayden for the state.
for the defense.
David Andre Woodard for Mr. Reeves.
And are you Mr. Reeves?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, Mr. Reeves, you entered a plea to indecency with child contact. According to your plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 15 years. There's a $1,500 fine, and there are no applications. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
I have not, Your Honor.
Defense?
I have, Judge, I don't know if you want to give the state a few moments.
All right, I'll give the state some time to review the PSI report.
Sure.
All right, we're back on the record in 2021 CR 10010, State of Texas versus Jason Andre Reeves. As the parties announced for the record for the state,
Michelle Hayden for the state.
for the defense.
David Andre Woodard for Mr. Reeves.
All right, state, have you had a chance to review the PSI report?
I have, Your Honor. And
Just one moment. Defense, have you had a chance to review the PSI report?
We have
Any objections to the PSI report, state?
no, Your Honor.
Defense, any objections to the PSI report?
no one.
All right, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 15. State, do you have any witnesses?
No witnesses, but we do have victim impact statement at the end.
All right, defense, any witnesses?
No one.
All right, then, state, the court will hear your argument with regards to the cap.
Judge, we're asking that you sentence the defendant to 15 years in this case. He has an extensive felony history where he's been to prison on a couple of different occasions. One of those cases that he's a convicted felon for is a previous sexual assault case. And the facts of this case alone merit that he be sent to prison for 15 years. The fact that he molested his own daughter. So because of that, we would ask that you hit the cap in this case.
All right, defense.
Judge, I think looking at the PSI, like on 26, you read currently on parole for a failure to register. He doesn't finish that parole until 2017. Unlike most cases of this nature, this case did move rather quickly. Mr. Reeves is coming to court. The plea of no contest. There was a new file that was added that we have. We're asking the court to hold the lower scale with that, sentence him to an 8-year prison sentence in PEC. He is accepting responsibility for his actions. He knows that he's going back to prison. He also knows he's going to get revoked on the parole revocation.
All right, Mr. Reeves, can you raise your right hand for me? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jason Andre Reeves.
All right, Mr. Reeves, the state has requested that your punishment be assessed at a cap of 15 years. What do you think you should be sentenced to?
I was hoping 8, Your Honor.
No, everybody has hopes and dreams. My question is, what do you think you deserve?
I deserve what Judge Stephanie Boyd is going to give me.
No, pretend it's not just Stephanie Boyd. Pretend you are by yourself, just thinking about life. What do you think you deserve? Not what you want, not your hopes and dreams, but what do you think you deserve? I know what your attorney wants you to have, and I'm assuming that you all discussed what would be reasonable for you to have. But my question is, what do you think you deserve?
Deserve to go back to TDC, obviously.
Okay, so we're at that point because you've agreed to a cap of 15 with no application. So the state is asking that you be sentenced to 15 years in the prison. My question is, what do you think you deserve to be sent to prison for? How much time?
10, Your Honor.
Why 10? Why not 15?
So I can get back and get out to work and help my daughter with college.
The daughter that you're accused of molesting? I don't think she wants your help. I could be wrong on that because I haven't spoken to her,
Yes, Your Honor.
but what were you thinking when you were doing these actions?
Don't remember, to be honest with you. All of this was new to me. And
So you don't remember molesting
I
your
got
daughter?
taking a shower with her.
And how old was she?
I would say 5, 6 years old.
Why is a grown man taking a shower with a 5 or a 6-year-old? I'm assuming you didn't have your clothes on because you're taking a shower. She didn't have her clothes on because she was taking a shower. So why is an adult male taking a shower with a 5-year-old? And to me, it doesn't matter if it's a female or it's a male, but why are you taking a shower with a child?
I understand, Your Honor.
No.
The culture I was raised on with my mother, she would bathe me and she would bathe with me until I was like 7 years old, Your Honor.
All
We
right.
all come from different cultures, and if I would have known,
That's not cultural to be bathing with children.
no, but that's the way I was raised from my mother.
So where does the touching come in? Because you're in the shower with your daughter and you are touching her inappropriately.
I take fault for that, Your Honor.
Yeah, but what was your thought process? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Alcohol may have been. Alcohol may have been.
Alcohol
related.
doesn't make you molest someone.
No, Your Honor. But in the time that we were taking a shower, nothing happened whatsoever there in the shower. And then an altercation, something else had happened, and I was drinking
What do you mean altercation? Something else happened?
with what the charge is,
What is the something else that happened?
the molestation.
What is the molestation?
I guess touch.
No, not I guess. What is it?
It
what
was
did you
touching her
do?
inappropriately.
What did you do?
I just touched her on her stomach,
No,
lower down right here,
no.
above her nightgown.
All right. Is there anything else from either side? Any questions? State defense?
No, Your Honor, we still ask that you sentence the defendant to the 15 years.
All right. The court is finding you guilty as previously stated. The court is going to sentence you to 15 years. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. There's chapter 62, and there's to be no contact with the complainant. Do you understand what no contact means?
Yes, Your Honor.
So don't call her, don't text her, don't send her letters, don't send her money, don't send her apologies, don't contact at all. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
And you're probably a person who should not be around any children. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So do not get involved with anyone who has a child. You understand?
Yep.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. There's victim
Yes.
impact.
2 half-page statements.
All right. There's some statements that the state is going to read to you. I always tell people to internalize what's being read to them, and everyone is to be respectful to each other. All right, you may proceed.
When my daughter told me what Jason had done to her, my heart sank with the wrenching pain. That same day, I made the police report. I was in disbelief that this could ever happen to my daughter. She was the sweetest little thing. All the memories and moments of her life and character raced through my mind, and I was in shock that this man, who had the privilege of being in the presence of this caring, sweet young child, could ever dare to take her innocence away from her for his own perverted pleasure. That shook me to my core. The look on her face the evening she told me what Jason had done is one that I will never forget. When we made the police report, I knew Harper would have the security and the tools she needs to arm and fight against Jason or anyone that tries to take something away from her that doesn't belong to them. More than victims, we are survivors of this man. He will not be successful in taking what doesn't belong to him. He will not succeed in taking our light and our peace of mind. Moving forward, we live healthy lives with healthy habits. My daughter's wholeness means everything to me. I will do anything to ensure that my daughter has a support system around her for years to come. Sexual abuse in this form can cause deep depression, PTSD, and anxiety. Making sure Harper has access to therapy is paramount in her healing and development. Thank you for your time, Camille. And victim impact statement from Harper Reeves. It's hard for me to talk about it, but I wanted to explain to Jason and the judge how this makes me feel. It feels like I can't trust many adults. It was hard for me to understand when I was younger. It hurts that this happened to me. My mental health has been getting better, all because of therapy, family, friends, and I am grateful to have them. I understand Jason will be going back to jail, and I feel much safer. I feel better knowing that I won't have to be in contact with him and I won't need to speak to him.
Thank you. All right, good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
We walked into a sentencing hearing where a father tried to explain away molesting his 5-year-old daughter with culture and alcohol. Judge Boyd saw right through it. She pressed him on his thought process, dismantled his excuses, and gave him the maximum, 15 years. The big takeaways. Prior convictions matter. This wasn't his first offense, and the court used that. Victim impact statements are powerful. Harper's words about trust and safety showed the real human cost. Judge Boyd is a force. She controls the room with calm precision, never letting the defendant off the hook. So, what do you think? Was 15 years fair or too harsh? Drop your take in the comments.
As far as if he were to make bond, regardless of the amount, you said that he was not going to be residing with you.
No, because I have my daughter.
And how old is your daughter?
I have my 16-year-old and my 12-year-old.
Okay. So you have two children under the age of 17.
I have 3. My youngest, my son is 11.
You have 11, 12, and 16. Did I understand correctly? And they would be residing with you. I'll pass the research.
Any further questions?
No.
All right, the court is calling CM number 097847, State of Texas versus John Anthony Ayala. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Michael Villarreal for the state.
for the defense?
Alex Scharf for the defense.
And are you John Ayala?
Yes.
All right, we're here. The the defense has filed a motion seeking a bond reduction. State, have you had a chance to review the state defense's motion, and are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor, we are.
All right, defense is your motion.
Thank you, Judge. Call Yvette Ayala as a witness.
All right, Ms. Ayala. If you can raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
All right, you can lower your hand if you state your name for the record.
Yvette Ayala.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Ayala, where do you live?
151 Bangor.
In San Antonio?
Yes,
All right. And are you working?
yes, sir.
Okay. Where do you work?
Commercial kitchen parts and service.
Okay. You married?
No.
Okay. And John is your son, is that correct?
Yes,
How old is he?
19.
18. Has no criminal record, is that correct?
No, sir.
Now, you know that he's charged with a continuous sexual abuse for minors, is that correct?
Yes,
Right. And that the bond is currently set at $150,000. Is that correct?
that's what I work is.
Okay. Now, do you have $15,000 to pay to a bondsman or to someone to get him out on that high of a bond?
No, sir.
All right. Is there anything, property that you own or that you can, is there an amount that you can get together of money that you could put towards a bond to help to get John out of jail?
I'm currently trying to sell my house.
Okay.
With the money that I get back, though, I'm trying to make sure I get my other kids set up. And 'cause I don't have any more vacation time to take, so when I have doctor's appointments and stuff for here, I have to take an unpaid day off, so. But crunching the numbers and everything, I mean, I can do like 5,000.
All right. And in the event that the bond is reduced or or you're ever able to make it, where will John be living?
With my grandmother.
Okay. Are there any minors under 17 that live there?
No. Not that I remember.
Is that your mom?
No, it's my grandma. My mom's another option as well.
Okay. But there are places where he can live that
Yes,
would not violate any conditions.
yes.
Okay. Pass the witness.
Just a few questions. Ms. Ayala, you said you owned your own home?
Oh, I'm still paying for it, yes.
You have a mortgage on your home? Okay. And the $5,000 that you said that you could come up with, is that when, are you taking into consideration other things, or is that just based on the sale of your home?
That's based on the sale of the home and after I pay off what I need to make sure my other children are labeled. I need a place for them to live.
If you were going to sell your home, where are you gonna live?
Our plan right now is to sell our home, get an apartment. I would like to pay it for a year because like I said, with my hours not meeting, I don't want to stress over eviction.
So the 5,000 you're considering is in part due to you want to prepay a year your rent. As far as if he were to make bond, regardless of the amount, you said that he was not going to be residing with you.
No, because I have my daughter.
And how old is your daughter?
I have my 16-year-old and my 12-year-old.
So you have two children under the age of 17.
I have 3. My youngest, my son is 11.
You have 11, 12, and 16. Did I understand correctly? And they would be residing with you. I'll pass the research.
Any further questions?
Nothing further, Judge.
All right.
Pass
Next.
witness.
Our next witness.
We rest.
All right, stay.
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, state which opera states exhibit number 1, which has been previously tendered to defense.
No objection.
All right, then states exhibit number 1 is admitted into evidence. Just give me a moment to read it. All right, the court will hear argument. Defense, it's your motion.
Thank you, Judge. After reading the exhibit that the state tendered to you, I believe that most of the allegations happened or alleged to have happened when Mr. Ayala was a juvenile. To take that into consideration, that might have an effect on the jurisdiction of the case. 18 years old, no priors. Has a safe place to stay. I understand the seriousness of the charge. But $150,000 bond, I mean, I've seen murder cases with less than that. Stabbing, shootings, all that kind of stuff. I would ask that you reduce the bond from $150,000 to $50,000.
All right, stay.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess 2 things from the state's perspective. Number 1 is just the offense in and of itself, which the court is well aware of, and the seriousness of these allegations, and the defendant's own admission to committing these offenses. The court's well aware that juveniles go to prison as well for these types of offenses. So the fact that he was a juvenile doesn't negate the age difference in this case, which I believe is, if I'm calculating it correctly, would be at least a 9-year difference between the two individuals. Secondly, in determining what is the appropriate amount to set in this case, obviously, the court's take into consideration the ability for the defendant to make bond. And so in this case, I don't believe that Ms. Ayala has demonstrated through, or the defense through Ms. Ayala has demonstrated the inability to pay, rather the inconvenience of being able to pay. She has other understandable uses and needs for that money, but prepaying a whole year of your rent, even assuming rent is $1,000 a month, that's $12,000 right there. And that's including, talking about her having to have at least 3 kids, and that would be pretty relatively safe to expect that'd be $12,000 right there. And so it's not the most convenient way for her to use her money, but obviously I don't think that should be taken into play what the court is going to consider. And so we're asking that the bond, the writ be denied, that the bond is already appropriately set at an amount based on the nature of the offense, the specific allegations of this offense, and the lack of evidence to show that the defendant has the inability to make the bond as presently set.
Defense, it's your motion, so you have final argument.
Thank you, Judge. Ms. Ayala, told the court she doesn't have the money. She's in the process of selling her house. God knows when that will happen. Or how much it'll be. But clearly she doesn't have the money to make this bond right now. She's justified to that under oath. When and if the house gets sold, depending on what it gets sold for and all that. Her son is still in jail. And he's been there for over a month, and it's his first offense, and he's been throwing up all morning. Let's get out. And we think that realistic just bond can be formulated. I believe full house arrest has already been ordered as a condition of his bond, where you can lower the bond to $50,000 and protect and give protection to the community, to the alleged victim. And so we're gonna say that we did show that she cannot make the bond right now at this moment.
All right, so this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to set the bond at $130,000, full GPS, waive fees, no contact with minors.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, are we ready on Stephanie Gomez? Stephanie Gomez?
The state hit hard with the seriousness of the offense and the defendant's own admission, reminding everyone that juveniles can go to prison too. The mom's heartbreaking testimony, selling her house, juggling 3 minors, and only offering $5,000, showed the court her financial strain, but the prosecutor smartly highlighted that she had $12,000 for rent prepayment, undermining the can't pay argument. Judge Boyd split the difference. She didn't grant the $50,000 the defense wanted, but she also didn't keep it at $150,000. She settled on $130,000 with full GPS monitoring and a no-contact order. That's a compromise that says, I hear you, but this is too serious to go easy. Was that the right call? Too high? Too low? Drop your verdict in the comments.